We are wearable thread art. We're wearable nostalgia, and we have memories. The early origins of So Frisco's, making little mini patches one by one by hand, one stitch at a time.
The simplest way to put it would be timeless utilitarian wear for multidisciplinary living. What it represents now is the space in between who I am now and where I want to be.
We are an art and jewelry creative boutique.
I enjoy doing storyboarding, full rendering, concepting. A lot of the heavy lifting is done by the illustration, kind of selling the emotion.
One of the biggest challenges and struggles as a small business is always an anchor space or a home space. It's always one day at a time.
It's a community-supported photo lab based in San Francisco. I'm just born and raised in San Francisco, lived here my whole life. It's heartbreaking and it's eye-opening because not a lot of my favorite businesses as a kid are around anymore.
I love San Francisco. It's always something that I rep fully and feel like I'm a part of this fabric. The love that we all have for the city goes beyond the ebbs and flows of it, especially now where it's really difficult for a lot of small business owners and it's not easy, but I enjoy the process of loving it through the hard times.
As we embark into our 13th year, we're living the dream. San Francisco's been a good place for us to be with skateboarding. It's also really competitive.
What we did see was a mass exodus of creatives. At a certain point, you could feel that absence. And so for us, we were like, we will attempt to hold down the fort in a very small way, however we can. When we opened, we were going to be open. We were going to be accepting. The community also keeps us going.
Spending years here, finding my roots and finding my place in the city, I ended up unlocking these doors that kind of open up opportunities to kind of display work, meet other artists and creatives. Always like a blessing to have that kind of opportunity.
We get to work with a lot of kids and families, and we get to be inspiration for kids to start businesses.
Definitely being a small business in San Francisco is tough, but it's also worth doing.
If I could say anything, it's not impossible. It's all about persistence, in my opinion.
Keep going, persevere, don't give up. If you love what you do, don't throw in the towel, keep going.
There are always going to be ups and downs. There's always going to be hurdles and obstacles to come through, but as long as you continue to remember where that passion comes from and channel that when times are hard, there will always be a balance to that has success, that has community, and that has good memories to it.
Really thankful for the San Francisco Chamber of Commerce for extending the invitation to have me be an exhibitor at the closing ceremony for San Francisco Small Business Week. I grew up coming to this mall, going to the roof rides, and now to be featured and spotlighted in that same space is kind of like a full circle moment. Super grateful for that.